Hi there. My name's Tim Braheem, and I have been a business and life coach and a teacher in the mortgage industry for about 2.5 decades now. And I certainly know what many of you have been going through over the course of the last 6 to 8 months, and that it's been challenging. And yet at the same time, it is a wonderful time for learning new things, for trying new things, and for opportunities to take you to the next level as an originator. So what I've decided to do is over the course of the next 4 months or so on a weekly basis, you're going to be getting a business and life tip from me every single week. And I hope that you find these to be super helpful to you and educational in this time of need. Without further ado, here's your first business and life tip. Hey everybody, Tim Braheem with Performance Experts Coaching and the 360 Experience podcast with another business and life tip for you. And today what I want to talk about is a topic called adopting a loan. Now, here's the natural transition that most loan originators never make. That is the mature transition, the one that really is thinking forward and into the future. I remember the day when I was an originator, I'd talk to a client on the phone, I'd work the lead for a really long period of time, and then they would make a decision, and that decision was someone other than me. Maybe they went to the credit union and got an ARM rate that was lower than the one I could have even offer to them, or they just chose another originator or went with the builder's loan originator. And the ego in us wants to just go to our database and hit file, delete, and never look at that person's name again because it represents defeat. But that's the mistake. That's the immature choice. What you need to have in your arsenal is a script that sounds something like this. You know, Mr. Jones, I'm really sorry that I have not displayed the value proposition to you that I would have liked, and that you feel the need to go work with somebody else. And that's my error and not yours. But one of the things that we had talked about is that I'm interested in a long-term relationship with all of my prospective clients, and my job is to manage their debt for them on an ongoing basis going forward. So with your permission, what I'd like to do is respect your decision and touch base with you in a couple of weeks to find out how things are going, check in on the final loan terms that you settled in on. And then after you close with this other originator or with this credit union, I'm going to continue to manage your debt for you at no cost to you. When I see opportunities in the market for a potential refinance in the future, and in many cases I could do these at little to no costs, I'm going to proactively make you aware of those opportunities to try to earn back your business and to build that long-term relationship that I sought to build over the last couple of weeks. Would that be okay with you? Now, never does Mr. Jones say no. I mean, why would they say no? I mean, that's a great offer, and I'm offering to do it for them for free. Now, here's the thing. You keep them in your database. You call them back in a couple of weeks. In some cases, I found out I'd call them back in a couple of weeks, or maybe they'd even call me and say, hey, you know what, I'm not getting any return phone calls, or they never locked in my rate. Now they're doing a bait and switch on me, and I'd still get the loan. But in many cases, they'd close with that credit union. Let's use the credit union as an example. And let's say that they closed at a really attractive rate on a 5-1 ARM. Well, now, if I have their final loan terms, I can continue to market them. I can continue to manage their debt for them. When opportunities arise for me to lower the cost of that debt for them, I can go in and get that adopted loan as my refinance. So in other words, I didn't get the first deal, but I got subsequent deals in years to follow. And the reason that this works is because most loan originators don't do it. Credit unions certainly aren't incentivized to proactively manage the indebtedness for the client because they want to keep the loan on their portfolio long-term. So they actually have a disincentive to stay in touch with the client, follow up with them, and make them aware of refinance opportunities. So adopt the loan. Don't give up on it. That's a relationship that you can still nurture and cultivate and incubate. Make sure when you have some time that you're subscribing to the 360 Experience podcast. I got a ton of really good conversations with valuable originators and people that can help you in the growth and maturity in your life coming your way. And I'd love to have you listening to the show. Thanks very much, and I hope you found this to be helpful.